Erev Tov, good evening. We're going to now classify 3 different categories of cleaning that is needed to be done for Pesach. This will end the laws of cleaning for Pesach. These categories I learned from my Rebbe, Eretz Yisrael. It's a very, very genius way of understanding the different types of cleaning that we need to do for Pesach. The first category is the Torah obligation of making sure to get rid of all of Chametz. All Chametz and all Seor, we're not allowed to be seen, we're not allowed to own, to eat, to benefit from it at all. So that means the first category we need to get rid of or decide to sell, as we spoke, is bona fide Chametz. Whether it is bread, cereal, cookies, Chametz items. That's the first. The next thing we come to have to clean for are Chametz items, and we'll soon see, even that is crumbs, that might make its way into our food during Pesach. And that's why we need to clean, so to say, the doorknobs, especially in the kitchen, and the cabinet knobs, and the cabinet doors. The reason is and obviously the countertop, and to kosherize and to clean all of that. The reason for that is because even one crumb of Chametz on Pesach that enters even 1,000 times that amount of food is not annulled on Pesach itself. So therefore, we go a little bit neurotic and we go crazy to make sure that we clean. So the first category is cleaning and getting rid of all bona fide Chametz food items. The second category that we get rid of and we come to clean are food, or even something that may now be garbage to us. A crumb on the floor, we're not going to want to eat. A crumb on the cabinet, on the countertop, all of that is batel. You're right. It is batel. It is like the dust of the earth. But if that food comes back into other food on Pesach, it now makes that whole dish Chametz. So, like we know, 1 to 60 for meat and milk. There's no such thing as 1 to 60. There's no such thing as even 1 to 1,000 when it comes to Chametz and kosher for Passover food. That is on Pesach. Pre-Pesach, by mistake, if Chametz fell into food and you have 1 to 60, you could eat it, believe it or not. But on Pesach itself, there's no such concept of bitul, of annulling. So that's the second category. We need to clean very well. We need to clean the floors, because sometimes food or stuff from the floor get onto our food. If you drop food on the floor, then you pick it up. Imagine there's a little crumb of Chametz on there, and now you're eating that, and that is Chametz on Pesach. So it's very important. That's why we go crazy and we clean the floors, the walls, any part that is dirty, toys, even places of the house where you might not think food would get, we clean it in order to make sure there's no crumbs even of Chametz. Now we have to remember, sand and dust and dirt is not Chametz, just so we know. But it is a good time of the year for spring cleaning. The third category of cleaning is the cleaning of beautifying. It's the cleaning of shining, illuminating, making it fresh and new. And the reason for that comes from the mitzvah heseba. On Pesach, by the Seder, we have a mitzvah to recline. The reason why we recline on Pesach is in order to show that we are free. We are celebrating our birthright. We're celebrating the exodus of Egypt, our freedom. So free people lean to the left. The left for health benefits, the left to show that we are royal and that we are free. Part of the mitzvah, as it's brought down by the Maharil and others, by the Mishnah Brura as well, is that the room that we do heseba in, the house that we do heseba in, that we do that reclining, is a house that is beautiful. They used to, back in the day, they used to display all of their beautiful utensils, gold, silver, crystal. They used to have like a display side table just to show the beauty and the freedom that they are celebrating on that day. So that's where the shining and the polishing and the scrubbing and sometimes repainting. Some in Morocco had the minhag every Pesach to repaint the house, believe it or not. So all of that falls into the third category. That third category is already a stringency. It's an allowance. Okay? We don't need to do that. That's all additional. The first 2 categories are pure halacha. Again, getting rid of food and getting rid of any remnants of food that might make its way into our food on Pesach. So these are the three categories. May HaKadosh Baruch Hu spare us from eating any Chametz on Pesach. If we try, Lefum Tzara Agra, HaKadosh Baruch Hu sees our efforts. I'm sure He will not let any takala, any mistakes happen, especially if we're coming with the good intentions. Be'ezrat Hashem, Yitbarach. This evening we have with us